Fancy, look, I need you to hear me out, all right?
Why?
You're crying.
Yes, Noah. You know why? Because I finally thought I'd met someone who I could trust. Someone who genuinely cared about me. Only once again I was wrong.
No, hey, you weren't wrong, okay?
No, don't try to weasel your way out of this, Noah. There's nothing you can say that will undo your actions tonight. Nothing. Promise me, Noah. You swore we'd stop hurting each other. You swore you'd be honest with me no matter how hard it was, that nothing from inside or outside would ever come between us again.
Look, Fancy, please understand, okay?
Don't touch me. Don't ever touch me again. To kidnap Ethan from the hospital, and you kept it from me because you knew I'd never approve.
No, listen, Fancy, I was going to tell you, all right? Just as soon as I knew Ethan was safe.
Safe? Ethan is in a coma, and he'll never be better. He needs to be in a hospital.
Yeah, great, where Gwen can take him off of life support just as soon as she can. At least here, he has a chance to come out of the coma.
You've let that little tramp Teresa convince you that Ethan will recover, that he'll be all right again?
Look, at least here, he's still alive.
I can't believe this. I can't believe someone slashed my tire, and yours, and my cell phone's dead, and there's a snowstorm coming. It's like some kind of conspiracy to keep me from calling Gwen. But I'm going to find a way to get the police up here. To get Ethan back to his wife and to get away from you.
Look, Fancy, if you just let me explain why I helped Teresa,
There's no way to explain it, Noah. The bottom line is, you didn't love me or trust me enough to tell me you were going to do this crazy thing. As soon as it's light, I'm going to find some way to get to the nearest phone to turn you and Teresa in.
Fancy, I understand how you feel, all right? I understand that you are angry, and you have every right to be.
Oh, well, thank you for giving me permission to be angry.
That's not what I meant, Fancy.
No, there is nothing you can say that would explain why you helped Teresa do this.
Will you at least let me try?
Go ahead.
Look, she made sense to me, all right, Fancy? That's all. If Gwen pulls the plug on Ethan, that's it. It's over. Okay? There's no chance for Ethan to ever come back.
But he's never coming back anyway.
Yeah, maybe not, all right? But what's the hurry? Teresa pointed out that they could, come up with a drug or some type of cure or something if she could just keep him alive long enough.
Doesn't that dingbat ever read the papers? I mean, did she see how long Terry Schiavo stayed alive? That woman was a vegetable for 15 years.
Nancy, that was a very tragic case where her parents, like Teresa, fully expected a miracle to happen.
What was tragic was that she didn't have a living will telling them what she wanted. Ethan does. Don't you get it? Gwen is just trying to help Ethan fulfill his wishes.
Look, but Teresa thinks that Ethan never expected anything like this to happen.
Well, of course she thinks that. She's insane. She had no idea Ethan would eat the poisoned guacamole that she meant for my grandfather to eat. It is all her fault that Ethan is in this horrible predicament, Noah. No one else's.
I know that.
Then what were you thinking? Don't you know that she destroyed my mother and Gwen? She's deprived them of any chance to say goodbye to their son and husband. And your father is being kept from saying goodbye to his son. She's deprived Ethan from a peaceful, final goodbye. How could you defend her, Noah?
I can't. I totally agree with everything you said.
You do? Then why did you help her? Why did you lie to me and turn your back on your promise and ruin our relationship? How could you?
Fancy, look, I thought long and hard before I agreed to help Teresa. Okay, I knew you would see it as a betrayal. But when I listened to her and heard her talk about Ethan and the great love that she feels for him, it made me believe. All right, maybe she's right. Maybe Ethan has a chance to come out of this coma if she can just buy him a little time.
But you said you knew how I would feel. And you went ahead and helped her. That just tells me how little you think of me and our relationship.
No, it's just the opposite. Look, I'm not explaining this right. If you could have just heard Teresa, all right? Look, she made me believe in fate and destiny, okay? She made me believe that we all have a soulmate somewhere out there in this world, and that if we are lucky enough to find it, we have to do whatever it takes to hold on to that great love.
I have heard Teresa's idiotic ramblings, and she's convinced me of nothing. I don't believe in fate and destiny. I'm a realist.
No, you're not. You're a romantic. Like me. And if you admit that, then you're not that different from Teresa either.